Welcome to That's So Clutch, an automotive podcast that bridges the gap between car industry experts and those who are not. Hey everyone, welcome back to That's So Clutch. I'm Alini Ferreira, your host, and today I've got Marie Noel with the executive team at Austin Subaru. Marie is a University of Oregon alum. She started at Austin Subaru in 2021 as a receptionist, and in just 4 months was promoted to the executive team. She's part of a team that has helped donate hundreds of thousands of dollars to different nonprofits in 2022 alone. And she is the fur mama of Austin Subaru's Chief Love Officer Rally. So you're really involved with the philanthropic side of automotive.
I am, yeah, very much so.
I love that. So starting off strong, Subaru has a history of supporting social and environmental causes. How does the company's involvement in philanthropic efforts align with its brand image and impact car culture?
So it's really goes hand in hand, especially with Subaru as a brand. Mm-hmm. So we have this thing called the Love Promise. Mm-hmm. So there's 5 pillars that each dealership kind of goes with. There's Subaru loves pets, loves learning, loves to care, loves to help, and loves the earth.
Oh, wow. So
these pillars are spread across different months of the year, and different activations go on in those months. So, for example, October is Subaru Loves Pets Month. And so we do Adopt a Dog Day. It's really about kind of helping dogs that need homes find homes. So we'll do an Adopt a Dog Day at Subaru. Well, our partner, Austin Pets Alive, will bring in some puppies or full-grown dogs as well, and try to get them adopted by our customers or people who've heard about the event and come out to do that.
So each dealership has like a sponsor for each of these pillars?
Yeah, pretty much. So dealerships, they differ from dealership to dealership how they do it. So how we do it specifically is at the beginning of every year, we decide who our pillar partners are going to be for the year. So for the Love Pets Months, it's Austin Pets Alive. And so we partner with those people throughout the year, not just in the month that activation is. And it really helps different places in the community, and we try to switch them out year to year, but sometimes with Austin Pets Alive, we've been partnering with them for years. And so those main ones that we have, also Foster Village is another one that pretty much stays on our lineup year to year just because they do really great work for the community.
Yeah.
But as Subaru as a whole, with the Love Promise and the Share a Love event as well, which is an event that happens the end of November to the beginning of January, where every car that is purchased at a dealer, a certain amount of money the dealer puts up, and then Subaru matches that amount.
Oh, wow.
And the dealership themselves, they get to pick how much that contribution is. And so we do $250 per every new car that is sold. So
does that include leases too?
It does, yes.
Oh, wow.
Purchases and leases. We have our, they're called hometown charities. So for us last year, it was Austin Pets Alive and Foster Village. So through our Share the Love event, we were able to give $100,000 to Austin Pets Alive and $80,000 to Foster Village, with the help of Subaru contributing, matching our donations, essentially.
This was last year?
This was just last year.
Wow.
Yes. And so Subaru as a whole, as a company, when the Share the Love event started in 2008, they have donated over $256 million to over 2,100 hometown charities throughout the United States. So their philanthropy is huge at a corporate level, but as a dealership as well. I think people who seek after having a Subaru dealership as part of their auto group or just as a standalone, they really have to embody the whole more than a car company topic that Subaru has, because if you don't, then people really seek out Subaru for what we stand for.
Well, so you mentioned the more than a car company. How do you apply that day to day at a dealership such as Austin Subaru?
Yeah, so for us, it's not just our charitable donations and things, events that we do and all that, but we really pride ourselves on having a very welcoming environment for all of our customers, no matter what background, who they are, their age, anything. We're very pet friendly as well. We have dogs coming in and out all day. It's one of my favorite things is come to work and just see what kind of dogs are there. And of course, Rally, our dealership dog.
Yeah.
He loves to see all the dogs. He loves every single dog, but sometimes they don't love him, which is understandable.
Yeah,
He's still a puppy, so he's very in their
high
face.
energy.
But on the day-to-day, we really pride ourselves on just making sure that our guests are very well taken care of and that their experience is way more than just, oh, I have to go to a car dealership. It's going to take 6 hours of my life.
Right.
They're just going to try and get every single penny out of me that they possibly can. That's not what we try to do at all. We're still working on our timeliness because we're a very busy dealership. We're actually the number one Subaru dealership in the nation.
Oh, really?
Year to date as of right now. And so we're a very busy dealership.
Yeah.
And so timeliness is always something that we're working on. But we have different things to try and make our guests more comfortable. We have a brake pad where they can do their work. We have a quiet zone as well if they want to go in there and focus on whatever it is they're doing. Complimentary cafe, a kids' playroom. And so we try to make the atmosphere as inviting and familiar to them as possible. Because when someone comes in and buys their first Subaru, we tell them, like, you just joined the Subaru family. Like, you're part of our family now, essentially.
Yeah.
And so it's all about comfort and just making people feel like they're actually cared for.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, so what are some ways Subaru's committed to diversity and inclusion in the workplace? And how does this influence the company's culture or vehicles, its products?
So Subaru of America is very, very about diversity and inclusion. So they actually, in 2022, Subaru of America as a corporation was rated one of the best places to work for LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
And so they have different training sessions that are multi-year training sessions. It's not just watching one video and calling it good. They are very, very in-depth on their training to make sure everybody feels welcome, appreciated, not taken advantage of any way. So they have different training. They also, one great thing Subaru of America does, and Austin Subaru does it too, is if an employee comes and says, hey, I really want to support this organization, they will match employee donations to
awesome.
whatever it is that they are passionate about.
Yeah.
But we do that here in corporate as well does it for their employees. So
That's amazing.
They're very about supporting the people that work for them.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what event at Austin Subaru has been the most impactful?
Yeah, we do a lot of events, but I'd say the event that makes the most impact that we do is every year we give away a car to someone in need. So last year we gave it's normally always someone who was either in foster care and is aged out of the system or is a foster parent themselves. So last year we gave away an Ascent to a foster parent whose vehicle had broken down. She had multiple foster kids in her care and just really needed a vehicle.
Yeah.
We work with Foster Village in these donations. They pretty much they have candidates for us essentially of who they think is in the most need of the vehicle.
Right.
This year we're doing 2 giveaways actually.
What?
Yeah. So one of them will be happening pretty soon. We're giving away a 2024 Subaru Outback Limited.
Wow.
To a former foster youth who is now a mom herself and is aged out of the system.
Aww.
And her car broke down at the end of June. They're just really in need, and Foster Village has helped them for years while they were in the system and as well as now trying to get them on their feet.
Yeah.
And so they don't know that they're getting this car at all. It's going to be a surprise, but it'll be happening in the next couple weeks.
So no one tell them.
Nobody tell them.
It's amazing that you guys do that at the dealership too, because I feel like that really it spreads to all the employees, not just the person who's getting it. It shows all the employees hey, this is what all your hard work is going towards.
Absolutely.
You're helping someone. You're part of this.
Absolutely. And so it's nice to have people that I work with that care about these things as well. And I think that comes through our vetting process for hiring employees. It's a pretty long, extensive process. It really is. It's kind of tiring. I remember when I went through it, I was like,
this
is
calls.
A lot of work to get the job. But
it's worth it.
But it's worth it because then you get the quality employees that are going to be there when you need them and be willing to help no matter what it is and to help make a little bit of impact that we are.
Right. So I feel like every time you hear someone, and you said this earlier, say, I own a Subaru, it's more than likely not their first one. Why do you think Subaru customers typically stay Subaru customers? Just like outside from Austin Subaru in general, the brand.
Well, I think there's kind of a two-parted answer to that. It goes back to partially the safety of our vehicles. And they're just very safe, reliable vehicles. So I think that's part of the answer. But the other part, I think, is that our guests really, they live the day-to-day, the love promise. And the love promise and everything that stands for really resonates with our guests. And so we are a big sponsor of Austin Pride every year at the dealership level. And when I'm working that event, it's the last couple of years that I've been there, I'll have so many people come up to me and say, I own a Subaru. Like, I'm so happy you guys are here.
That's awesome.
And so they really...
Do you guys go out with like a Subaru car and everything?
Yeah, so every year normally it's an Ascent. We do a wrap on it, and we call it the Pride Ascent.
Oh, how fun.
So our lovely graphic designers will make a wrap design for the car, and it'll normally say like, love it, what makes Subaru a Subaru. Or last year it said y'all means all.
I
which
love that.
I love that one.
That's cool.
So we'll take that out, and we have a booth for the festival during the day, and then we're also part of the parade that happens at night. And it's just a super fun event. It's honestly one of my favorite events that we do every year. It's just everybody there is so excited and having such a great time. And it's just awesome to talk to people and they're just living their lives and having a great time.
Yeah. So it's really more than just a car company. It's like
really
a community.
It is. And our guests definitely recognize that. Like, some people, they get the car, it really is just for the safety features. They don't care about the rest of it. That's fine. That's up to them. But like for a majority, like a lot of our customers have dogs. They get Subarus because they're dog friendly and they see that we care about dogs.
Yeah.
Or about sustainability. They care about that and they see we care about that. And so they really do live the love promise just like we do. Yeah. I think that's the big part of why they keep coming back.
Yeah. So touching on sustainability, with the rise in electric vehicles, how is Subaru changing its brand or its products to stay relevant in such an evolving industry?
See, that's a good question. Subaru, as a corporation, right now we have one EV vehicle. It's called the Solterra. It just came out last year. And it's still in the early stages of EV is pretty new technology overall. And like some places do it great, but we're still trying to figure it out essentially to make it as efficient, trying to reduce the cost because a lot of EVs are very expensive for the consumer. And so we're trying to make it a little bit more affordable, but still have the safety features of a Subaru, the comfort of one, the, reliability. Right. And so our EV we have now as a first gen, there's some kinks in it, but I think as the years go, that one will develop more. Yeah. We only have one hybrid at the moment. It's the Crosstrek hybrid. It's only sold in certain states. Unfortunately, Texas is not one of them. We do get them in on trade every once in a while, and they're actually pretty cool little cars. A lot of the time, they're like a sea foam green color, which is really pretty. Yeah. You can't get it in any other kind of Crosstrek. Right. So I think in the future, I can't necessarily speak on behalf of Subaru the corporation, but from what I've seen, I think they'll definitely at least come out with hybrid versions of the cars that we have now, Forester Outback, if not make full electric versions of them. Because, I mean, they're just working on the technology and trying to
and there's literally 10 to 20 years of development still down the line with electric vehicles. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I really enjoyed this. There was so much to learn from Subaru. I literally didn't even know. So thank you for coming in, Marie.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for joining, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode of That's So Clutch. As always, if you have any questions about the automotive industry, please feel free to leave them down below, and maybe we'll feature them in the next video. Bye!